Welcome back, friends. It is Halloween and we've got a spooky topic today. Recent video, we're reacting to Neo Cards and Comics talking about how he magically turned a PSA 6 into a PSA 10. On today's episode of the Sports Card Dad. What's going on, sports card hobby family? Another day, another sports card video. We're back. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. What are you doing, guys? You're tuning in, but you're just not hitting that subscribe button. We appreciate all your support as we army crawl up to 20,000 subscribers. Also, if you're more of an IG person, connect with me there at Sports Card Dad. Huge shout out to today's video sponsor, Hake's Auctions. They've got their wickedly awesome November auction going on right now. I shared this particular card that they've got because I think it would be of interest, especially to vintage baseball card collectors. The 1953 Our Sports Magazine Jackie Robinson Sports Authority subscription incentive card. It's actually from a magazine that was edited by Jackie Robinson himself. It's the same picture as the 53 Topps card. So if you're one of those vintage collectors looking for something a little bit different, a little bit unique, make sure to visit Hake's Auctions. I've got links down below, video description, as well as in the pinned comments. All right, Faceless Neo, the guy that never shows his face, the headless horseman of sports card YouTube, Neo Cards and Comics, recently had a PSA submission return, and he shows a card, a 2023 Bowman Vincent Perozzo, Chrome Prospect Lunar Glow Refractor, whatever the hell that means, in a PSA 6. And actually in that video, he's like, you know what? I don't see anything wrong with this card. Maybe I crack it out and try to send it back and make a whole nother video about it, see what happens. And lo and behold, it's exactly what happened. And so Neo cracks it out, sends it back to PSA, and this sucker gets a PSA 10. He makes that video. Of course, this makes perfect content. He puts it out onto the internet, and of course, the comments section is set ablaze. And I'm going to read off actually one of my more favorite comments, because of course you get the usual type of response of PSA's inconsistent, this and that or whatever, tag grading, this is why tag grading, blah, 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 tag grading. But Mariner's Rule, I am curious why you showed the fuzz on the corner with the 6. Dun, dun, dun. However, when you said you regraded it and got a 10, you never showed the same corner up close to show if the fuzz is there. What's up with that, Neo? In fact, when the new slab is turned over and up closer to the camera, your thumb, I'll paraphrase a little bit, your large hairy thumb is over that same corner, so none of us can actually see if this is the same card or not. Not that I'm calling you a liar, which anytime anyone prefaces a sentence with, not that I'm calling you a liar or in all due respect, they're about to insult you. Just find it very curious how you called out the fuzzy corner on the 6, but didn't show us up close, was in fact the same card with the same fuzzy corner that is graded a 10. And then Neo says, go look up the scan on the PSA cert number. Harshly. I think it got him like a little bit of a thorn in the side there. And then Mariner's Rule says, I can see it to a point. It's not as clear though when zoomed in. It would show a lot clearer on the video, which is why I brought it up in the first place. Thanks for the response. And then Neo says, if you're that curious, which he put Y-O-U-R anyway, if you are that curious, there is a whole video of me cracking 6 going over the card in detail. Mariner's Rule, I will check it out. Thanks for the clarification. So Neo absolved himself of, I was going to make a huge other 5-part series of trimming allegations against our buddy Neo. But instead, dang it, I'm not able to do it. I'm all seriousness. Neo's a good guy. He's not trimming cards or buffering out cards or whatever. He's not smoothing out corners or lasering them or whatever the hell people do. I know that he's not messing with it. I should also point out too, I am a SGC sponsored partnered channel. So that's my bias. SGC is my favorite grading company, but I always do say this, the top 4, really the big 4 grading companies, I think they all have a place and they all do good work. This is the sort of thing, though, of course, it's going to draw scrutiny when you go from a 6 to a 10. It's one of the reasons why I really do like SGC is there's that consistency. And I'm not saying that SGC doesn't make mistakes, and it's not that CGC doesn't make mistakes, Bega doesn't make mistakes. It's just PSA is grading so many damn cards. The percentage of mistakes is probably going to be higher just based on the fact of the volume that they are doing over there. But anyway, so when you see a 6 go to a 10, it's going to get people's attention. So I don't think that it's weird that you have 100 comments here of like, that seems a little weird. And prominent collectors too. Cards and Comics, Jason Cards and Comics says the same thing about PSA. Wow, and this is a guy that buys all the different grading companies. And he's used the set registry going back to the beginning of the set registry for PSA. And he also said, man, that's embarrassing, a 6 to a 10. But it does seem like, and I've had people actually comment this, is I feel like in every single submission, I get a couple of 6s back. Almost like they're just throwing in 6s just to mix in some 6s in there. I had a card going back in time, graded with PSA, 2015 Fleer Retro Marvel, the Impel Auto, and it graded out a 6, and I couldn't see anything wrong with it. Granted, I'm not an expert in grading cards. I couldn't see anything wrong with this card at all. So actually watching his video, I'm thinking about cracking. I'm not going to show the card or anything because I want it to be kind of incognito. Send it in and just see what happens if there's any sort of a change in the grade from a 6. But honestly, it's like, I mean, I guess they could grade it out a 3. It's like, can it get much worse? I don't want to challenge them to give me a 1 or something on it, but I just can't say anything wrong with it. Maybe there is a tiny little crease or something that I can't see, or a divot that I'm just missing. But I might just do that too, just for like a thought experiment, just to see what happens there. Definitely check out Neo's video. It's entertaining. And of course, it's going to get people fired up when you're able to crack a card, send it in, and get that sort of a bump in grade. That's crazy. All right. A couple of other updates. We have our Content Creator Fantasy Football League that I have nicely rebounded. I was 1-3, and now I am 4-4. Fighting for a spot. So your boy didn't necessarily have the best team, but we're just coaching them up. Each week, we're just trying to get the guys ready to go, and it looks like we've turned a corner here. Let's see if we can keep it going. And also, recent pickups. So, again, with a lot of cards falling, some cards that I've really, really enjoyed, I'm going to pull out. So I know that Topps Chrome refractors, they get a lot of juice. A lot of people, man, I love the Topps Chrome stuff. Something I've really kind of run into though recently that I really like, and I'm not saying I'm just learning of these cards, but really focusing in a little bit more, Bowman and Bowman Chrome refractors. So this is a 2006 gold refractor, beautiful cards. I just like how the Bowman Chrome looks with the logo and everything. These gold refractors from Bowman Chrome, similarly to the Topps Chrome, numbered out of 50. So they're not numbered out of 10 like a Prism Gold, but still a really cool card. And 2006, of course, being the first year that Breeze was a Saint coming over from the Chargers. This is just regular Bowman, not the Chrome card. This is the blue, the color match refractor, numbered to 99. Fun cards that have really fallen in price quite a bit. As far as Panini products, I did recently add another orange Prism. This fell to about $150, and I bought another one of these at a little over $200 going back a couple months. This one was at $150, $160, so I bought another copy because I'm like, man, I will stack these at this price. I love these cards. This is 2016, numbered to 299, or is it 275? I believe it's 299. And then this one is another one that's come down. Tie-dyes numbered to 25, 2016 Select. The tie-dye Prisms, again, if you go the Brady route on these, they're very, very expensive. And this one kind of fell to me. So there's a BGS 9.5 that's sitting on eBay for like $375 or best offer. And I got this PSA 10 for $150. So it's kind of like these sorts of things are popping up. People are moving off. There's a lot of buy it nows out there, you know, that are just kind of sitting on eBay, but there are cards popping up where they're like, you know, people are just moving off of them, whether they just don't care about them anymore, you know, not into cards anymore, or maybe they just have other stuff that they're interested in. They're like, hey, what can I get some money out of? There are some opportunities out there, my friends, and I think that that's going to continue on for a while. All right, guys. Stay healthy, stay awesome, have an amazing Halloween. Be careful out there. Make sure you check your kids' candy. Make sure there's no razors or even worse, Bol rookies wrapped in there. And I will talk to you again later.